In this video, we're going to translate words into math problems. Let's get straight to the point. The difference between twice a number and 15 is 21. So, first thing we need to do is look for key words. The word is means equal sign. So we know we're going to have is 21. Now, the difference. Difference means subtraction. So this is a subtraction problem, and we have twice. Twice means 2. So twice a number means a variable. So we have 2x. And we are subtracting that number, twice a number, and 15. So we have our equation, 2x minus 15 equal 21. Now, we need to solve for x. We need to add 15 on this side, and what we do on this side we need to do on the other side. So the 15 and the negative 15 will cancel out, and we will add 21 plus 15. 21 plus 15 is 36. Now we have the equation 2x equal 36, and to solve for x we need to divide by 2 on both sides. The 2's will cancel, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. So our final answer is x equal 18. Great. Now, let's solve another problem. This word problem says 5 less than 3 times a number is 16. Now that we know that is means equal, so we will have equal 16 and less than 3. 5 less than. So it means that a 5 will come after 3 times a number. So we will have the minus 5, and we have 3 times a number. A number represents a variable, so we will have 3x. Now we can solve for x. Add 5 on both sides. 16 plus 5 equal 21. 3x equal 21. Let's divide by 3 on both sides. We will have x equal 7. That's our answer. Now, let's move on to the next problem. You can pause the video and try it by yourself. Twice a number decreased by 8 equals 10. Equals 10. Equal sign and 10. Now, decrease by, that's another key term for subtraction. So we will have 2 times a number, which is 2x, decreased by 8. So minus 8. Now, let's solve for the variable. Let's add 8 on both sides. The new equation is 2x equal 18. Now let's divide both sides by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we will have x equal 9. Great. Let's move on to solving another one. The difference between a number and half of itself is 10. So is 10, and now the difference between a number, so we will be subtracting. Now it says between a number and half of itself. Itself, half of itself, is referring to a number. So we will have x, which is a number, and half of itself simply means itself, which is the variable x, divided by 2, which is half. And now we can get rid of the fractions. What I like to do, or what I suggest, is to get rid of the fractions to make the problem easier. So let's put everything over 1, the x and the 10. Now let's find the LCM. The LCM is 2. So we will multiply to the variables and to 10. Now, let's simplify. So 1 divided by 2 is simply 2, so we will have 2x minus, now 2 divided by 2, that will be 1, so that will cancel, and we will be left with x. Now 10 times 2 is 20. So our new equation is 2x minus x equal 20. Now, here we have two like terms, 2x and negative x. So we will be subtracting before solving for the variable. So we will end up with x equal 20. So that's our final answer. Great. Let's work on another example. The result of subtracting a number from 30 equals to 12. Equals to 12. So we know we will have equal 12. The result of subtracting. Subtracting, it's telling us what to do, which is subtraction. Subtraction. Now, a number from 30. So from means we will be subtracting 30 minus x, which is the variable. Now we have our equation ready to be solved. Now, let's subtract 30 on both sides. We will have our new equation, negative x equal negative 18. Now, in front of the variable, we know there is a number which is 1. It's not visible, but it's there. Now, let's divide by the number in front of x, which is negative 1 on both sides. Now, we're dividing a negative and a negative. So a negative times a negative, or a negative divided by a negative, is always positive. So our final answer has to be positive, and it's positive x equal 18. The sum of twice a number and 12 is 30. The sum, S-U-M, sum means that we will be adding. And is 30, we know that's equal 30. Now, twice a number, we know twice means 2, and the number will represent a variable, which we will call x. And 12. So we have our equation ready, 2x plus 12 equals 30. Let's subtract on both sides. We will have 2x equal 18. Now, let's divide both sides by 2. 2's will cancel, and 18 divided by 2, that is x equal 9. 3 more than 5 times a number is 23. So let's start by writing equal 23. And 3 more than, less than, these terms come after, or they're close to the equal sign. So let's write plus 3. So it's 3 more than 5 times the numbers of 5 and the variable we will call x. So now let's subtract on both sides. 3's will cancel, and we will have our new equation, which is 5x equal 20. Now let's divide on both sides. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And that's how we solve this word problem. Now let's move on to the next problem. The next sentence is the sum of a number and half of itself is 18. Okay, so this is similar to the one we solved with subtraction. So we know we will start with L equal 18, but in this case we are adding, and it says a number, we will use x, half of itself. So that variable over 2. And let's put x over 1 and 18 over 1. Now, the LCM is 2, so let's solve. We will have 2x plus x equal 36. Now, let's add the like terms. 2x plus x is 3x. Now, let's divide both sides by 3. 36 divided by 3 is 12. Great. Now, if you're enjoying this video and it's helping you understand how to put these sentences into word problems, please like the video or let me know down in the comments. Thank you. Let's move on to solving this other problem. 4 more than the sum of a number and 7 is 20. Let's start by writing equal 20. 4 more than. So you should know that this comes after the sum of a number and 7. So let's write here plus 4. Now, the sum of a number and 7. So we have a number. So we're also adding x plus 7, but we are putting this in parentheses so that we can separate it from the plus 4. So first thing we need to do is let's subtract 4 on both sides. We will have now x plus 7 equals 16. Let's subtract 7 on both sides. X equal 9. Now you can pause the video and try the next problem by yourself. Twice the sum of a number and 5 is 36. Is 36 twice the sum of a number and 5 is 36. So we will have twice, which means 2. Now the sum of a number and 5, these are being added. So let's put them into parentheses. Now let's divide both sides by 2. Now the 2's will cancel and we will have x plus 5 equal 18. Let's subtract 5 on both sides. We will have x equal 18 minus 5 is 13. Right, there we have it, x equal 13. Next problem, twice a number is 36. Equal 36. Twice a number simply means 2x. So let's divide both sides by 2. X equal 18. 3 times a number is equal to 45. Equal to 45. Now we have 3 times a number, simply 3x. Let's divide both sides by 3. Our final answer is 15. Now, half of a number multiplied by 6 equals 24. We will have our equal sign and 24. Now, half a number means x over 2. Multiplied, the word multiply means that we will be multiplying x over 2 times 6. Now, let's solve the left side first. Let's multiply x times 6 is 6x over 2. 6x over 2. We will have 3x equal 24. Now, let's divide both sides by 3. We will end up with x equal 8 as our final answer. Right, you can pause the video and try this one by yourself. I will solve it now. The product of a number and 5 is the same as 60 minus 10. Is the same as 60 minus 10. So remember, is means equal. So we will have our equal sign. Now, the same as 60 minus 10. So on this side of the equal sign, we will have 60 minus 10. Now the product. The product means we're multiplying, but it says the product of a number and 5. So we have 5 and a number, which is a variable. We have 5x equals 60 minus 10. Now we can simply minus 60 minus 10, which is 50. Now we have 5x equal 50. Let's divide both sides by 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10. Now, a number divided by 4 is equal to 12. So we will have our equal 12. And now let's read one more time. A number divided by 4. So a number represents a variable. We will call it x, and we will have it over 4. Now we can simply cross multiply x equal 48. 4 times 12 is 48. The quotient of a number and 5 is equal to 9. Okay, so equal 9 and the quotient. Quotient means we are dividing a number over 5. So we have x divided by 5 equal 9. So again, we can quickly solve this by cross multiplying. 5 times 9 is 45 equals 6. So we will have our equals 6. And now half of a number, let's write it down. It's x over 2. Now it says divided by, so we will do another division symbol and by 3. Okay, so the first thing to do is solve the left side. Let's simplify it. So we will have x over 2 divided by 3. We need to turn the division sign to multiplication. So let's do it now. X over 2 times 1 over 3. Now we can simply solve x over 6. Now that we have x over 6, we can put it as equal 6. And now we can simply cross multiply and x will equal 36. Right. The result of dividing a number by 6 and then subtracting 5 is equal to 7. So let's start with equal 7. So we are dividing x over 6. And now we're subtracting 5 from x over 6. Now let's add 5 on both sides. X over 6 equal 12. Now we can cross multiply x equal 72. 6 times 12 is 72. A number divided by 3 plus 4 equals 10. So we will have our equal 10. A number divided by 3 is x over 3 plus 4. Let's add 4 on this side. Now, let's subtract 4 on both sides. We'll have x over 3 equal 10 minus 4 is 6. So now we can cross multiply x equal 18. Thank you for watching, and remember, learn something new every day.